This is an anatomy review of the brachial plexus. The brachial plexus is made up of nerve roots C5 to T1. Seen here. The brachial plexus is further divided from its nerve roots into trunks, divisions, cords, and terminal branches. Starting with the trunks of the brachial plexus, you see three here: an upper, a middle, and a lower trunk. The three trunks then each split into an anterior and posterior division. It's labeled with A and P. Seen here. Those 6 divisions then form 3 cords, which are named in relationship to the axillary nerve. These are the lateral, the posterior, and the medial cords. These 3 cords then split into our 5 primary terminal branches. So if we look at some of the major nerves that come off of the brachial plexus, some of which we've talked about already through these anatomy reviews, looking at the roots here of C5, we see our first one, which is the dorsal scapular nerve. The dorsal scapular nerve, of course, innervates the levator scapulae as well as the rhomboid muscles. Also coming off of the C5 nerve root as well as the C6 and C7 nerve root, we have the long thoracic nerve. This nerve innervates the serratus anterior. Looking at the trunks, we have one branch to take note of here. This is the suprascapular nerve. The suprascapular nerve is going to be important because it innervates both the supraspinatus and infraspinatus muscles of the rotator cuff. Moving down into our cords, we have a number of important branches to take note of, beginning with off of the lateral and then the medial cord. We have, respectively, the lateral, pectoral, and the medial pectoral nerve. These two nerves innervate both the pectoralis minor and pectoralis major. And I apologize, the medial pectoral nerve innervates both the pec major and pec minor. Only the lateral pectoral nerve innervates the pectoralis major. Continuing on, we have an upper and a lower subscapular nerve. These nerves are going to innervate the subscapularis. The lower subscapular nerve also innervates the teres major. In between these two nerves, still coming off of the posterior cord, is the thoracodorsal nerve. And then lastly, we have our 5 terminal branches: the musculocutaneous, the axillary, the radial, the median, and the ulnar. Okay? The musculocutaneous nerve receives innervation from nerve roots C5, C6, and C7. The axillary nerve also receives nerve root innervation from C5 to C7. Radial nerve is C5 to T1. Median nerve is C5 to T1, and ulnar nerve is C8 to T1. And you can simply follow the track back to see where those nerve roots are coming from. The musculocutaneous nerve is going to innervate the coracobrachialis and the biceps brachii. The axillary nerve innervates the teres minor and the deltoid. The radial nerve innervates the medial and lateral heads of the triceps brachii, as well as muscles of the posterior forearm. The median nerve innervates muscles of the anterior forearm and the thenar eminence. And then the ulnar nerve innervates muscles within the anterior forearm, hypothenar eminence, and other fine motor muscles of the hand.